You are beginning your career with our company, and maybe you're even new to the plastics industry. This can be a difficult time for you, but we're going to try to make it easier for you by introducing some of the terms used in our industry. This training segment will explain various types of flaws that you may see in an injection molded part. Typically, when you see any of these flaws, the molded parts would be considered unacceptable to the customer. However, each customer's requirements are different. You will need to check it out with a coworker before you just assume a part is a reject. Also, read your quality control card and check each visual gauge bin. The most common reasons for the rejection of plastic injection molded parts are damage. Damage is any sort of breakage or disfiguring of the molded part. It can occur during the molding process or after the part has been ejected from the mold. Warp. Warp is a distortion or bending of a part after it has been molded. The way a plastic part cools causes warp. Short shot. A short shot is when the part is not fully formed or filled. Usually, a molding press can be adjusted to fix this kind of reject. A short shot part is rarely usable. Scratches. Scratches are surface imperfections. They are usually caused by slight damage in the mold cavity or by parts falling on each other as they fall from the mold. Another name used to reference a scratch is a drag mark. A burr in the mold typically causes a drag mark. Sink. Sink is a depression, recess area, or dimple on the surface of a part. Sink is caused by the collapse of the surface as the part cools. Cooling problems and/or shortened cycle times are often responsible. Foreign material. Foreign material is any material other than the resin being molded that is in or on the molded part. It's usually caused by dirt or other resin that's mixed into the material. Burn. Burns are a discoloration on the part. Burns usually show up as white, gray, black, or brown marks on the same location in nearly every part. They're caused by the igniting of trapped gases in the mold. Stress. Stress marks are distortions of the part and can appear as a white mark or a cracked effect. Post-mold shrinkage or parts sticking in the mold during ejection can cause stress marks. Blush. Blush is a cloudy appearance that shows up on the surface of the part. When it happens at the gate area, it is called gate blush. Knit line. A knit line is a mark or line on the part made by the rejoining of the plastic during molding. They are also known as weld lines or flow lines. Ejector punch. Ejector punch usually looks like half moon or circular dents in a part. This happens when the ejector plate or pins are moving forward too early or the molded part will not release properly or evenly. Oil. Oil is sometimes found on a molded part and is a probable cause for rejection. The oil usually comes from the injection molding machine. Gate trim. This is when a gate isn't trimmed according to the customer's specification. Overspray. Overspray is a shiny residue on the molded part that feels slippery. It usually happens when too much mold release spray is applied. Flash. Flash is extra material around a molded part where the mold halves meet. Worn molds, insufficient clamp pressures, excessive molding pressures, or temperatures are a few causes of flash. Splay. Splay looks like a meteor shower on a part. It can be caused by wet material or by uneven heat to the material during molding.